everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line with the Carolina Panthers. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29. Just shy of the 30. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Throwing on third down, Newton eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They will go for it. Now Newton. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl. You were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Star Latulippe in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. A swing pass caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Justin Hardy, 30 yards, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Newton on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again. Newton. Flush to his right. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
I better raise my voice a little bit here, because one thing we can already tell, even in the first year in the league with this new stadium, it's going to get loud in this place.
Yeah, the old place was loud, but I think we're getting a sense that this place is going to be louder.
Yeah, they're riding that momentum of that 2016 team that finished their year in the Super Bowl.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. Newton throwing again. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra, It didn't pay off in that situation.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
21.
Freeman again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd down, that's Coleman. Spins by. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Get up!
Ryan. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads, took him right off his feet. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it'll give the Falcons a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Ryan. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. From the gun, it's Ryan. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
In not great starting field position here for the offense. Now following the interception, here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Well, taking a step back, and we look league-wide for a second. On Tuesday the 16th, Pro Football Writers Association named the all-rookie team. Who was on the ledger?
Well, let's start with the headliners. Let's start with the Offensive Rookie of the Year, Alvin Kamara, running back from Tennessee, third-rounder with the New Orleans Saints, and Marshawn Lattimore, their first pick in the first round. This past season, a cornerback out of Ohio State, the Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, and Kamara shared that offensive honor with Kareem Hunt. What a year he had.
I mean, when you put it all together, at one point you thought Kareem Hunt was just running away with this thing. Remember, they got off to a 5-0 start, and he was essentially setting rookie records every week he played. And then Kamara and the Saints with a late rush made it a tie. Both of them well-deserving.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
As a DN, when you play the run, you don't always have to make the tackle. Just have to use the right technique to make sure the play goes where you want it to. And in this case, did an excellent job stringing this one out and making the tackle at the end of it.
And for a loss. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Ryan to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Coleman, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Newton on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And Olsen over the middle. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First down, it's Newton. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Coleman now. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Touchdown, Falcons! Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation, but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on